Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Crappy Live. I'm Ronnie. That's Ben over there. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Good. Today we have our first guest on Crappy Hour Live. It is the incomparable, beautiful, handsome Captain Lee. Hello,
Uh,
Captain Lee.
how you doing, Ronnie? It's
Hi,
good to
Captain
see you
Lee.
again, buddy. Ben, as always, a pleasure.
The pleasure is all of ours. So great to see you.
It's good to see you guys. It's been a minute or two.
I
It is
know.
great to see you. It has been a long time since we've had the opportunity to chat. I think the last time in person was at Crappens Live, which was a long time ago, and your life has changed quite a bit since then. What
A
the
little
hell?
bit.
What's been going on?
God, it'd be easier for me to tell you what hasn't been going on. It has been crazy. I'm no longer on Below Deck, but I am on Couch Talk with my good buddy Kate. We're
Love
having a lot
Kate.
of fun
Yes.
with that. Yeah,
Yeah. How's that experience been like?
it's been a lot of fun. I mean, we're kind of like you guys. We get paid to sit around and watch some of the dumbest shit on TV
Hmm.
and make fun of it.
Well, some of the premise of that show is you and Kate doing kind of an after show where you sit around. It's kind of your own people's couch, right? Where you sit around and you talk about the shows that have been
Yeah.
airing. Now, kind of the running joke of that is that Kate has to explain most of these shows to you as you don't naturally have not watched hundreds of Housewives episodes.
Yeah, she
So
does.
what is the biggest trip for you and what you guys have been watching?
Sometimes just trying to follow what she's trying to convey to me. It's like I feel like Abbott and Costello, who's on first?
Yeah. Have there been any surprises about the stuff that you've watched? You're like, wait a second, I actually like this.
Yeah, I was surprised with Luann
Mm-hmm.
and Crappy Lake.
Yeah.
Of course, when I heard Crappy, I thought of you guys.
Thank
Naturally.
You
you.
know,
Thank you.
and then I actually enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was a surprisingly really funny and charming show.
Yeah, and you talk about just two fish out of water. No pun intended, but they really don't belong in Crappy Lake.
Have you ever done that like catfish thing where you go in and reach down into a river and with your hands and pull out a catfish?
What do they call it? They call that, is that noodling or something?
Noodling, yeah, noodling.
Yeah, I haven't done it, but I was impressed. I think it was Lou did that, didn't she?
She did. Yeah.
I was damned impressed with that, with her noodling ability.
I know. I couldn't do it. Have you've met Luann and Sonia before at the various Bravo things, right?
Not in person, I haven't.
Really?
No. In fact, uh, I was just actually introduced to Lou through a mutual friend of ours, and Lou's going to be in Vegas
Mm-hmm.
the same time that I'm going to be in Vegas. So we're going to try and hook up and meet each other and have some laughs.
Well, don't say you're going to try to hook up when you're talking about Luann because it's actually a possibility.
Yeah. I knew you
Uh,
were going to do that.
so you're going to be in Las Vegas for BravoCon, right?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. So what are you doing over there? Are you going to take your one man show, Salty, over there?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be at the Westgate Resort Hotel and Casino on November 2nd.
Oh,
Mm.
sweet. Oh, that's Jackie's place, the Queen of Versailles.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. So
So,
if you become friends with, you've been friends with Jackie, right?
yeah, for 4 or 5 years,
Right, because she
Jackie
came
and
on to
David.
Below Deck. Right.
Yeah, she did. And they
Uh,
were a sweet couple. The kids were hilarious.
mm-hmm.
They were just getting into that age where they could drink. Where
Right.
the only good bottle is an empty bottle.
Yeah.
Right. They got really wasted on that charter, right?
Oh, they got so trashed.
So you're gonna do your one man show there at the Westgate. That's gonna be the one man show. So you have a
Yeah.
podcast and you have a one man show that you're doing
Yes.
also.
The podcast is called Salty
Mm-hmm.
for obvious reasons.
Yes.
And the nightcap's called Nightcap for obvious reasons as well.
So you're gonna be doing nightcap at the Westgate.
Nightcap at the Westgate. Yeah, starts at 7:30 and who knows when it'll end.
What was it like? So have you already done some of the nightcap? Have you already done some of those shows?
I did one in Hollywood here at the Hard Rock,
Oh,
the Hard
what was
Rock
that like?
Casino. That was fun. We had a ball. We were supposed to. It was supposed to be a 90-minute show. Ended up being like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh shit.
And then we started the VIP meet and greet. And well, I made a rookie mistake. We booked too many VIP meet and greets, and you know me, if it's not 3 or 4 minutes with each guest, it's not worth your time. So there was like 130.
Yep.
So I was there for a while.
Yeah. Wait, so what is Nightcap? Like are you doing stand up? Are you interviewing people? Like what's the show like?
No, it's just basically telling a few stories. We throw in a few games. People learn some things about me that they don't already know or haven't heard about. How I got into yachting, how I got into Below Deck, which
Mhm.
was, as everyone should know by now, was an accident.
Mhm. Not a
And
real
then-
accident, not like a
No.
Captain Jason accident. No.
No, not that kind of an accident. No,
That poor guy's never going to live that down.
no.
So, a question from the audience. I am Spring Bee says, as much as you love being a captain, did you retire to spend more time with your wife, or were you tired of being away, or medical reasons that you've gone through?
None of the above. I just wasn't invited back.
Bastards.
Bastards, seriously.
Yeah, that's the way that went.
And
that's too bad.
Tick Kit asks Lee if he'd ever be a guest on a super yacht and which captain he'd want to be captaining the ship.
Wow. To the first part of that, I mean, who wouldn't want to be a guest on a super yacht,
Right.
right? That's the epitome of going somewhere and doing something in style. And I get along really well with Jason,
Yeah.
Captain Jason.
Jason seems to get along with everybody, huh? Captain Sandy this whole season's like, you know why I hired that girl? Jason told me to. You know why I love this? Because Jason said it's good. And if Jason said it's good, then it's good.
Wow.
Would you be able
That's some influence.
if you're a guest on a yacht, are you able to go into guest mode, or does captain mode kick in? Are you like watching to see what the yachties are doing? You're watching what the deck crew is doing. You're watching what the stews are doing.
You know, I think I could develop a pretty good case of the fuckets fairly easily.
Just takes a little bit of booze, right?
I really do. I think I could get into guest mode fairly quick.
I mean, clearly your show, someone needs to book your show and Nightcap on a cruise or on a yacht or on a boat, right? Like, I feel like your show should be on a boat.
That'd be fun. That'd be a little tough, but yeah, actually, it wouldn't be that tough, would it?
Yeah, people do it all the time. There's comedians are always going on cruises. They're always doing shows. So it feels like yours is literally about being on the seas, right? And you.
Mhm.
So, like, I'm just putting it out there into the universe to anyone who's like chartering a boat, who's looking for entertainment. I mean, I feel like Nightcap is where it should be at.
Well, thank you, Ben.
So when was the last
Unsolicited
time?
endorsement.
When were you at BravoCon last year, right?
Yeah, I was there last year.
So who were the wildest people that you met at BravoCon? The Bravo people.
Gosh. I think I was most impressed with, remember when Andy had that segment about people either making up or not making up? I forget what it was
Yeah.
titled.
Yeah.
Squash the beef. Squash that beef.
Yeah. I thought there were some real heated moments that I got quite a kick out of. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that because some of them were just not having any part of any beef getting squashed. If there was
Hey,
some
that-
squashing on, it wasn't going to be beef.
That channel doesn't run on beef being squashed, eh? It runs on beef being constantly processed, sir. So let me see. When you were at BravoCon, I'm trying to say, now that you've seen all these shows doing couch talk and you know who the people are a little bit more, were you surprised by how many crazy people were on that channel with you when you were meeting all these people, presumably for the first time?
Yeah, and there. It amazed me how many people I really didn't know.
Mm.
No,
Like
that's
they
a
would
lot of
come up
people.
and they would come up and introduce themselves, and I would go, "Nice to meet you,"
Right.
and have absolutely no clue what show they were on or who they were.
And now that you've been watching the shows, is there anybody you look forward to meeting over there? Like, who's your
There's,
favorite housewife from all these shows?
gosh, I kind of like that. I find her intriguing. Is Erin?
From Roni?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I find her intriguing. It's
That,
like she's kind of like you're sitting in a room and she's the hand grenade and the pin's already been pulled.
mhm.
You
She's
just
ready to get mad at you.
you
She's
have
ready.
no idea when she's going to explode or what's going to happen. Could be good, maybe not.
Don't call her a cackling hag. That's what we've learned this season on Real Housewives of New York. That's her
Really?
trigger point. Cackling hag.
Wait a minute, let me write that down.
Just say, hi, I heard you're a cackling hag.
Yeah.
There's a
Where
great
did you
question.
where did you get the nickname Cackling Hag?
Well, because Jessel on the show at one point goes, it's just a bunch of cackling hags. And then Erin heard that she was called a cackling hag, and she couldn't believe that she was called a cackling hag, and she held on to it for several episodes in a row.
Wow.
And I feel like you could probably come up with a much better insult than cackling hag.
Yeah, give me a second or so.
I'm not saying you have to do it right now. I'm just saying in general, like Jessel saying cackling hag is nothing compared to what we've heard Captain Lee you call people in the past.
Yes, I have been. I think my creative juices have been stirred once in a while.
So there's a question in the comments here. So
All right.
Chris K 928 has a question that I absolutely love. Chris K asks, I need to know Captain Lee's favorite yacht rock song.
Favorite yacht rock song? God, it probably have to be one of Buffett's.
Right.
May he rest in peace.
Mhm.
I'm going to go with "Son of a Sailor."
Son of a Sailor. I actually don't know that one, but that's Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
This one is from Caterade. They're asking, what did you think about the drama on Below Deck Down Under with the sexual assault and all that? How did you feel that was handled?
I thought Jason and Aisha handled it extremely well, along with the producer. There's just no place in what we do for that. And gosh, that could have went south so quickly had somebody not stepped in and broken the fourth wall and said, "Yeah, no, this isn't going to fly."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
insane.
That could have really been ugly.
It could have been a total disaster. That was a very powerful episode. I feel like that
It was.
episode, I think the episode with you, with Ashton when he went overboard, and afterwards, I feel like those two are probably the most powerful Below Decks that have been out there.
I would agree with that, Ben. It's one of those things that would be life altering, and in Ashton's case, life ending.
Mm.
And the other case, life altering for sure. And it's probably, and Down Under, probably still life altering for all the people that were involved in that.
Yeah.
Especially the immediate participants or lack of participant.
Yeah. If you could,
when she looks back and she sees just how close she came to becoming a real hardcore victim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how close he came to making the sex offenders list.
Yeah.
Really close.
That's yeah, I would say probably 30, 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Had that door stayed locked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when
so on a brighter note,
all it takes.
On a brighter note, to end this up so we don't keep you here all night, people are asking you to put together your favorite crew from all seasons.
Oh yeah, great question.
I mean, I'm guessing you would pick Kate, right? So should we take Kate out of so let's take Kate out of the mix only because she's a given.
Let's make
And
Let's make Kate the primary, so that way she's on the boat. But she's,
Yes.
but like
that's
but,
what I've always wanted to see. I couldn't understand why Bravo doesn't bring Kate back as a guest.
Yeah, they
they
really
have
should.
to. They
Did you
literally
ever
have
did you
to.
ever see that one episode where Kate and I pretended to be the primaries and we were critiquing our own stews?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember when was that, because we've seen
Uh,
all of them. I'm just
I
trying to remember
think
what.
that was like
Yeah.
season 4 or so, right along in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Kate put on this outrageous Southern drawl
Yeah.
and
Oh yes.
changed her voice, and I thought I couldn't hold it together. It was so funny. Everything anybody did was wrong.
Yeah. I feel like we really are owed Kate as a primary, and all we've gotten has been like Adrian.
Yeah.
So, okay. So Kate is like a given, but she's a guest, so she's not going to be part of the all-star crew.
And
so,
I would probably have Ben or Rachel as chef.
mm,
So, and Bosun, Eddie
mm-hmm.
or Kelly,
Yeah.
either one of those were top shelf. The rest of them, I don't know, kind of interchangeable. I mean,
All right.
I love Courtney. She was great. Connie was funny as hell.
Oh my God, I forgot about Connie.
Yeah.
Connie.
Connie still hangs out with Kate, doesn't she?
Yeah. Connie was hysterical.
What about Rocky?
And yeah, not in any world anytime soon.
Do people
Right?
still ask you about Rocky all the time?
Yeah. And you know what the question I get is most?
Huh?
What was she looking at up there?
Just
Because
in
she was
general.
always
Rocky.
like, and I
She
thought,
was. That
she
was our
reminds me like
impersonation of her
Stevie
too.
Wonder.
Just to always be looking, staring up.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder without the glasses. I don't know.
Oh Lord. Well, okay. So just to go over this stuff again, because you've got a lot going on here. Okay, tonight is the season finale of Couch Talk, right? So we've got that down.
Yep, that's
And
on
then you're
tonight.
going to be at BravoCon at the Westgate Casino November 2nd, doing your one-man show Nightcap. And then your podcast is called Salty. Yeah? Did I get them all
Correct.
in there? Good
Yeah,
Lord,
you
man.
did.
You're keeping busy.
know.
There's no
I am.
retiring in here.
No, that retirement was never part of the equation.
Good.
That's
I've heard it's
exhausting just
overrated.
reading that.
I can't
Well-
wait for you guys to go on tour again.
I know. Next year at some point we'll be back on the road again.
And please stop in Florida this time.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh,
go
yeah,
this
we
last
will.
time, so I think we're overdue for some Florida love.
Yeah, there's some sunshine down here needs soaking up.
Yeah,
All right,
we got to
good to
fire off the
talk
right
to
yacht
you,
rock.
Captain. We love you, buddy.
Love seeing
Love
you.
too. Good
Thanks
to
so
see you
much
guys.
for joining us.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
great
having
time
me.
at BravoCon.
All right, buddy.
We'll talk to you
All right.
later.
Bye, Captain Lee.
Bye.
There he is.
Okay,
There he
everybody.
is.
There he is. So thanks
That-
so much to Captain Lee for coming by. That was pretty awesome. My God.
What a delight! He is so lovely. I don't think people realize how lovely he is. I feel very privileged that he came on to our show in Fort Lauderdale, but we also got to go to his house, and he and Marianne really just were so sweet to us, and they always support us. So he's like a great stand-up guy.
Yeah, he really is. He's a good guy. He's a good shit talker too. So I
really
love that he
is.
finally got his own podcast.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Okay,
You know who
so
else is a good shit talker?
who's that, Ben?
You, Ronnie Karam.
You know, it's a weird couple of weeks here on Bravo. There's not a ton of shit to talk. There was some random stuff that came out. What do you have today?
There was random stuff. So I will say this. The thing that actually jumped out to me the most today is not even like gossip. It's more just like, I can't believe this is the world that we're in. But Rolling Stone gave a huge write-up to about Jessel on The Real Housewives of New York. Now, of course, I didn't get to read it because it's gated. So I got to read the first 2 lines, which were like, Real Housewives of New York came back and then it's like ... and then it's over for me. But the headline says, The Real Housewives of New York City is the Jessel Tank Show. I never would have thought when the show began in July that Jessel would A, be the fan favorite, and B, be so popular that she would actually get a write-up in Rolling Stone.
Yeah, there you
Did
go.
you ever think that would happen?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think about stuff like that, but I will say, like, I wonder who's going to get onto Rolling Stone.
I'm
Like,
always thinking about that. I'm always like, who's going to be the breakout star, bitch?
but I would like to do a side by side of Aaron and Cy when they're all pissed off in this episode at the party, and they're pissed off standing next to each other. I'd like to get that and then put them on the Rolling Stone cover, and just in that Rolling Stone font say "Cackling Hags."
Cackling, cackling hags in the Rolling Stones font. Someone please make that for us, please. I'm begging. I know many of you guys are great at Photoshop, so please submit that because
Cackling Hags.
Cackling hags.
Now, here's a question I have for you. This is just a random thought, but Captain Lee said one of the people he'd like to meet is Aaron. I mean, what the hell? You know who else said that they love Aaron is Jeff Lewis. When I went on that show a couple weeks ago, he said their favorite is Aaron. What is Aaron doing? Is Aaron like that person in the office walking around giving everybody gum?
I don't know. Like maybe she's. I don't know what appeal that Aaron has because I think Aaron may have even been on Jeff Lewis today or something. I feel like I saw a picture.
He loves her.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Like, I mean, I feel like I can imagine in like real life, you like have coffee with her and you have like a nice coffee. But
Yeah.
like, I just don't see her as like being like someone I drop everything for because she's like on real. I don't see putting her on Rolling Stone, and so like, I don't understand what the appeal is. Maybe like. I can't even come up with like, a funny theory. There's like not even all the funniness, all the funny theories just like shrivel up as they approach her, you know?
Well, someone on here says, you guys have the wrong idea of Aaron. She just needs time to bloom. Listen, I'm not here to watch seeds. Okay. Oh, I'm just kidding. Interesting New York. We've already talked about that today. We don't have to go into more. But there was a lot of random stuff in the Bravo news this week, and a lot of stuff that kind of scared me and that I didn't really believe. And that was someone said she was a wet blanket on JLL today. LOL. God, I love Instagram Live and reading comments to what we're saying right in real time.
It's
They're
so
talking about
nice.
Aaron. It is. It's hard for like ADD brain to keep up with it. You know what I mean?
I feel like here's a good one. I haven't even read the whole thing, but Katie Hoya says, Aaron is the coworker you have to be nice to because if you're not, she'll cry and expect you to feel things about it. Yeah, I can definitely see Aaron being the person who corners you in the kitchen in the office, and she has her coffee breath, and she's like, so last night, my kids, they like fell asleep like half an hour late. And it's like, oh my God, would you go to sleep already? And you're like, I really just want to get a glass of water. I don't care.
Cackling babies.
Cackling
Yeah,
babies.
I don't want to bully Erin. I mean, I just like bullying her in recaps or whatever. I'm not a bully like you, Ben. So,
Whoa.
but there has been a lot of random news that I didn't believe and that I probably just read wrong. And now I'm reading one of these headlines, and I, in fact, did read it wrong. Thank God. But it's this picture of Meghan McCain, who I don't even recognize. She's got different makeup or something. She's doing that thing where she's putting like a flesh toned eyeshadow and then like a flesh toned under eyeshadow too. So it's like a lot of slightly darker flesh. I don't know what she's doing. She looks like the girl from Room.
She looks sort of like an AI generated Taylor from Southern Charm. Like you said, hey AI,
Yeah, I
make
can
me
see that.
Taylor. So AI is like, I think I know what Taylor looks like. And so AI gets like 75% of the way there. And then the rest is just somehow comes out Meghan McCain.
Can you guys see
Like
this
put her
picture?
put her in a sweater turtleneck, and that's gonna be Taylor.
She's like, I didn't tease my hair today. I'm very natural and I should have a podcast. So this is Variety reporting. I thought it said Meghan McCain is launching a podcast with Erica Jane and Ted Cruz. And I was
Wow.
like, really? Wow.
That I would potentially listen to one or two of those episodes, and then I probably wouldn't be able to do it anymore, but just out of pure fascination.
Oh, Captain Carey's in here. Hi, Captain Carey.
Oh, Captain Carey. Adventure. I love Captain Carey. Captain Carey, please tell us that Faye will be back, by the way, because I really need Faye on our... Like, Faye has been my favorite since Hannah and Kate of Chief Stews. I mean, I love Daisy, too, but, like, Faye is really where it's at.
Yeah,
Oh, I like Aisha, too.
Faye's very underrated.
Okay, I like
so
them all.
the headline turns out it does not say she's doing a podcast with Erica Jane and Ted Cruz. It just says guests including Erica Jane and Senator Ted Cruz. So okay, it's just guests. But I was like, damn, I don't know who I'm more surprised about in that
Well, I
threesome.
mean, the question is she can have them on together. I feel like Megan McCain interviewing Erica Jane might not be compelling content. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, it's like compelling, not compelling, and not compelling don't make compelling. I guess it's like compelling math.
Yeah.
So the other thing that came out this week was Tasha K. You know,
Tasha K.
Tasha K. She came out saying that she has been talking to a mistress of Chris Bassett and that Chris has been cheating on Candace and impregnated this girl and
dear.
then forced her to get an abortion. And then
Oh,
she
one of
had all the
these.
deets on Tasha K. I don't think it's true. I think I don't know if it's been like verified to be false, but there's just like a lot of stuff I don't believe in. And another thing I just really never believe in is love. You know that. I very confidently think that love is bullshit and that everyone who has it is lying to me. So that's my belief. But I do believe that Tinsley deserves whatever she thinks that is. Okay. And guess what? She found it. Well, I don't know if she found love, but she did find a widower with two
Wait,
children.
do I get to talk
that she's
about
gonna
Chris?
get married.
Do I get to talk about Chris and Candace?
Oh no, I thought you didn't want to.
No, I was listening, but I was was
Okay,
waiting
let's
for you
stop-
to wrap up. Not wrap
let's
up, but I was
stop
waiting.
believing
I
in-
thought you were setting it all up. I
go
don't have
ahead.
actually much. I don't actually have much to say. But what I just have to say is that this is very Jax. This is very Jax Taylor kind of rumor. You know, affair, forced to have an abortion. I don't know. I feel like Chris has been under the microscope so intensely that like I always have this weird reaction where I say he's so under the microscope that even I just can't imagine that even Chris would would mess up like that. But then again, it is always those people who do mess up. So I don't know. I don't know if this
Well,
is true or not.
I don't think it's true. But I think Chris is shady. You know, he's always kind of skeeved me out on the show. I don't really like Chris, but I would like to believe in their you know, when I meet people as a couple, I haven't met them in real life. I just mean on TV. But when I meet people as a couple, I'm always shocked when they don't stay a couple. I don't like it.
Right.
Like if I've met you as a couple, you need to stay a couple. I don't want to know you. Like it freaks. It's not that I don't want to know you single. My brain doesn't know how to really comprehend. I will always say your husband's not cheating on you. If you're like, is he cheating? I'll always say no, he's not cheating on you because I've known you as a couple, so I just assume everything's gonna work out. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Because it never does.
I just, I think that in some weird way, like stories like this, Candace loves because it lets her be on TV and say, people don't understand. Like, they don't understand, like, what I go through, what I have to put up with, like, how these rumors that people put out, like it's really hard. And I'm at the butt of them every single time. I feel like anytime stuff like this comes out, it's like the best thing ever for her. It gives her
And right
another
before
reason to do this.
right before the premiere, of course, you know. So that's another reason to believe it. But Tasha K's tweet about it or whatever, her announcement about it was yeah, I've been talking to the mistress and she's totally verified and has paperwork. And I'm like, I don't think they have paperwork. I mean, I don't know that there is
did she take a
paperwork that's
paternity
like
test?
here's the abortion and here's the father of the child or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I don't know that is paperwork that they have. And then she also said she was inebriated or physically under the influence when we were talking all day. That's how depressed she was. But I was like, is that proof that she's
Is that
depressed?
reliable
Like, is
witness?
most usually you don't brag about like getting someone when they're shit faced, you know, to testify.
I know. You know what's so sad? At the end of this article, because I'm reading the article from Reality T, and at the end there's just like some links to other stories, and I totally forgot that Chris and Monique Samuels broke up. And I'm only saying what's sad. I'm not saying it's sad that they broke up. It's sad that how little that story infiltrated the pop culture collective consciousness.
Yeah,
Wow.
it really didn't at all, huh? I saw like a headline about it and I thought, oh, that's sad. And then, I mean, I cared more about T'Challa, running away.
really
Remember that whole thing? That was a story.
Now that
The
was
bird
that
running.
was a story. So what you were trying to get at before I like made us stop over in Candace Town.
That was my
is-
fault. I'm sorry. I thought you were like, oh, I don't know who that is. I don't care. So I was
Oh
trying
no
to
no no
speed
no!
past it.
I was totally engrossed in your whole setup. I was like, oh, and then I was like, wait, he's transitioning. Wait, stop the train. So, but Tinsley Mortimer is engaged and she's getting married next month, according to Page Six. Tinsley did post a story over the weekend, and I remember I saw it, and I was like, look at Tinsley, and she is with a man, and he's got kids, and they all have emojis over their faces for privacy. And she has in big text on the story, family vacay before the big day. Ooh. So she's gonna be a stepmom.
She is, and I think this is going to be a happy family because they're all in the same color. Like the kids are all wearing striped shirts, blue and white striped shirts, and then the dad is wearing a white and light pink kind of plaid shirt. I don't know what you call that pattern. And then Tinsley's wearing a very light blue. It's like a J. Crew-ish kind of family. And I feel like if
Yeah.
a family looks like they went to J. Crew together, they usually stay together. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like that she's sort of giving sort of like an Orlando Bloom from Lord of the Rings kind of hair thing going on there.
Oh, his ass. They're suing somebody else. Did you know about this news? Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry. Katy Scary Perry.
Yes, they're suing some other, like, first it was nuns and now it's like someone in a
Suing
walker.
nuns.
Who is next?
It's Cameron Westcott's father-in-law from
Right.
Real Housewives of Dallas. Did you know? So
Right.
he's like some old
Yes.
dude, obviously. This is like Courtney Pickleball's dad or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever their fucking names are. Courtney Airplane, whatever those fucking kids are named.
Yeah.
So those dudes, their dad, some old guy, and he had a house and he sold it to Katy Perry. And then I think Cameron was like, you could have gotten a lot more money than that. Orlando Bloom and Katy Perry, that's a lot. So he was like, they did this to me under duress while I was losing my shit.
Great.
With old age. And so now they're suing them to get the house back. But I think I'm on Katy Perry's side. Also, and I
This
hate
one
saying
I'm-
this because I don't love Katy Perry, but also I'm on Katy Perry's side with the nuns too.
Yeah, I think I'm on Katy Perry's side with all of it, to be honest, just because I love the chaos of it. I like
I'm
who
on
she
Team
can go after
Evil.
next. Like, how do you go from nuns to Cameron Westcott's father-in-law? Like, I don't get it, and I love it. Like, good for her. She's like,
Me too.
dumb blondes get houses, smart blondes get everything. So good for Katy Perry for creating chaos. Tinsley Mortimer. Okay. Tinsley Mortimer, here's what I have to say about you. I feel bad for Tinsley because looking at this photo, Tinsley is the stepmom in every family comedy that the dad leaves for his hometown crush down in the country, right? Like, there's like a Reese Witherspoon type that this guy used to date, and he has to go back home to settle up affairs. And he meets her. He falls back in love with her because she's working in the diner that her family own, and
No, his wife
she's got a
passed
kid.
away.
Exactly. I'm telling you, this is like literally every single family rom-com. And now he's gonna and then Tinsley comes into town, be like, sorry I was late. I was at Fashion and Career Day. And so now I'm here in your hometown. And he's already fallen back in love with Reese Witherspoon. And now Tinsley's on the outs again. Like, I can see it. Tinsley is gonna get left for the down-home lady.
But I don't know. I believe her hair. Look, I believe her. I believe her. Like
I believe
side
in
bang
you
things.
and hair.
I believe those are very modest. She's like, look, I'm modest now. I'm in a casual J. Crew button down and some like wispy side bang things. I think she's committing, and I think it's gonna work out for her.
I hope so. God, I really root for her in a weird way. I never thought that I'd be someone that roots for Tinsley, but she really has had an amazing pop culture arc from being like such an it girl to being this person we're just like, come on, you can land the plane, you could do it.
Land the
Tinsley.
plane, Tinsley. Also, I'm on Page 6 because I was Googling this dude. What's his name? Robert Bovard. Hold on, I'll check it. And something
Bovard? Yeah,
Bovard or
Robert
something.
Bovard.
But I'm on Page 6 reading about it, and guess what? There's an ad that says Page 6 podcast, and guess who's picturing it? Isn't it Ryan Bailey,
Aaron.
that handsome little devil?
Ryan Bailey?
Yeah, he's on the Page Six podcast.
Good for
I guess. I
him.
know, he's so
We
cute.
love Ryan.
I hope that they ask him who's your favorite, and he says Aaron. So my head fucking explodes. Okay. Okay.
Good
So
for
I
you.
googled this Robert Bovard. He has. I want to say I don't trust his voting record because of his hair. I'm just gonna say that we don't love
Yeah.
getting into politics on this show, but he definitely looks like a congressman in a red tie. I'm gonna say that right now.
He definitely looks like he could be a cast member on Southern Charm. And you know, I mean, they're in Palm Beach, right? So,
Well, this says Augusta, Georgia.
oh,
and he
Augusta,
is-
Georgia.
He's the president of Augusta Iron and Steel Works. He just became more attractive to me because you know what? Well, first of all, he's attractive. But I think just owning steel works, you always need steel, right? Guess what couldn't beat steel? Plastic. So,
You know,
steel
you know what
wins.
works? You know what works? Steel. Steel balls are wrapped all around me. Remember that song by Michael Bolton? That was like a forgotten banger, and it was probably inspired by this guy's family. I'm excited. I really am excited for Tinsley. I hope it does work out, and you know, all that stuff.
Well,
hey,
you
did
wanna
you see that?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you see that Kim and Croy have listed their home for $6 million? So
Hello, well, I'm so sure. Hi. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get
I know.
it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Whoa, as in Vogue would say. You're not gonna get that. $6 million. No.
whoa, and I just saw here. This I did not put in the document, but Real Housewives of Salt Lake City season 4 has hit series rating high with 1.9 million viewers. That's on The Wrap, which is a legitimate thing. Can you believe that?
I hate the name of that, The Wrap. It's like
know.
the worst replacement for a sandwich of all time. I'm sorry, your wrap is not going to cover it. Okay, so what show?
Real
I'm
Housewives
mad
of Salt
about
Lake
wraps
City.
right now.
Real Housewives
Oh,
of Salt Lake
wow.
City. Yeah. Isn't that-
1.9 million. Who said that? The Wrap said that? Wait, is it that Peacock
Wrap.
numbers?
It's currently averaging 1.9 million total viewers across platforms. But that's still legitimate, and that's like really cool. But it's crazy that that's a series high, considering that you would think the series high would be around Jen Shaw getting arrested. But someone has a hot take. Jamie Willis says SLC is overrated. How dare you? But I totally
How
get it.
dare you? The lies, James.
The lies,
Jamie
the lies, the
Willis.
lies. But it is killing it. Who would have ever thought? And then let's see. Southern Charm is averaging 2 million total viewers per episode. Wow, these shows are doing really well.
Killing it. So some other good news in love. Guess who has found love? It's
Who?
Real Housewives of Orange County alum Noella.
Oh, yeah.
love. I found
Oh, I hear that she is engaged. Her heart is full and her hand is heavy, right?
Real Housewives of alum Noella Bergener engaged to Bobby Shubensky. My heart is full. My hand is heavy. So. He's a bass player and co-owns a clothing company, apparently.
Bass player. I just like the idea that he plays bass.
I always get those messed up.
He pulls bass out of the river and then starts strumming them.
I'm so stupid.
He's like, I provide the voice for those singing bass that are on the wall.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's wrap this up and talk to people let's wrap up the episode part so we can start talking to
recording part.
people. Yeah. Okay, we're going to stop recording. Everybody, thank you. People, if you still, we're going to stay on Instagram Live, so stay here. But we're going to stop this recording part. Okay, we're going to bring guests up to talk to us. Thank you so much to everybody who's here. We'll see you in a couple of weeks at Crappy Hour.
Bye, people on YouTube.